Good morning, students. So today I'm going to tell you about the operators and how I want to show you the working of the operators, how they work in Python. So you can see that I have opened the interactive mode in front of me. I'm going to show you first of all the use of unary operator. Okay, so unary operator, as we have already studied, that it works on the single operand. So let me here define one variable, which suppose I've written here a is equal to 9. If I want to print plus a, it will give me the answer as 9. Any number which doesn't have any sign, it gives you the output as 9. Suppose I have written minus a, then it will give me the answer as minus 9. So this is how the unary operator work. It works on a single operand. Now coming forward, next topic is binary operator. How the binary operator works, it works on two operands. So I have to take one more variable where I am defining here 8. So if I write here a plus b, so as you can see that the binary operator plus is working on a and b. Two operands are there, so it is adding the two numbers here. Similarly, you can do the subtraction as well. Okay, you can do the multiplication also. And coming next, I will show you the division and the floor division operator. So division and floor division operator, what will be the output when I take any variable and divide it, and we will do floor division. Suppose I am taking here one variable, again I am taking here c is equal to suppose 12, and I am writing here d is equal to 5. Okay, so I am dividing here c by d. So you can see that the quotient which we have got as the answer, because 5 2s are 10. When you divide 12 by 5, it gives you the quotient as 2. When do we get the remainder? When you will use the mod operator here, so you will get the remainder value. Okay, so now when I am using here floor division operator, what output I am getting again? 2, because it returns it as it is an integer division operator, so it gives you the output as int. Now when it will give you the answer in float, when the here suppose I am taking another variable. Now suppose a is equal to 12.6 and I am writing here b is equal to 5. So let me divide it first of all. Let's see what the output comes. So you can see that the division operator tries to divide it completely, so it is giving you the output in float fractional form. When you write here float division, it will divide this completely, but the answer will come as 2.0. okay, because it gives the answer in integer form. It truncates that fractional part. So the floor division always truncates the fractional part from the answer and gives you the answer like this, the floor division operator. Now what next is the exponent operator. Suppose I have written here a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 3, and I am writing here a exponent b. So it is giving me 125 answer. You can do it for any other number also. Suppose you want to find the cube of 4, so you can write here a 4 exponent 3, so it will give you the answer. So this is how this exponent operator works in Python. Now let's see that how we can use this augmented operator. It means if I want to suppose write like this, a is equal to 5, b is equal to 6, and if I want to add the value of a and b and I want to store the result in the variable a, so how I can write in Python? I can write in two ways. A is equal to a plus b, so it will give the answer 11 and the answer will be stored in a only. Okay, so this expression can also be written like this, a plus equals to b, and then when you print a, it will give you the answer 17. Why it is not giving me 11? Because now the current value of a is 11 and the value of b is 6. So a is equal to a plus b, which means 11 plus 6 is equal to 17. So these expression can be written in both the manner. In Python it is called as augmented assignment. Okay, so if you want to suppose minus the value of a and b and want to store the result in a again, so you can write like this, a minus is equal to b. So what it will do, it will minus the a and b and the result will be stored in a only. You can see here when I have minus the 17 from the 6, the answer comes 11. So this is how the augmented assignment works. Now coming next, I will show you the relational operator, how it works. So the relational operator comes, there are different relational operators like less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, which checks the relation between the two value of the two variables, or you can say two variables. Now so it returns the value as true and false when you check the two variables or value. So let's see the practical first of all. Suppose I am writing here a is equal to 10 and I am writing here b is equal to 9, and if I want to check the greater than, I will use a greater than b. So this will give you the answer as true because the value of a is greater than value of b. So if you write here less than operator, then it will give you the answer as false. So it always returns the value as true and false. Whenever the condition is true, it will give you the answer true. When it is false, it will give you the answer as false. Now this is for the numeric type. When you can do it for the string as well. Suppose I want to check the value of capital A and small a, as I have already told the ASCII code of A. So suppose I want to check capital A and then less than small a. What answer should come? Capital A has ordinal value as 65 and small a is 97. So small a is always greater. So what answer you are expecting here? It will give you the answer as true. Why? Because there is a less than sign. So obviously 65 is less than 97. So this is, it means that the answer is correct. So it checks the ordinal value with it. Now suppose if I have written here like Ram and I want to check here Ram less than equal to and then Ram. You can see here the answer is true because the value of Ram will be equal to this string. So this string is equal to this string. That is why it is giving me the answer as true. Now if I write like this here Ram and then I am writing here equals to, or you can say less than equals to, and I am giving one space here, giving the Ram. So it gives me the answer false. Even if the string is same, as there is a space here, so space is also counted. Now that is the reason it is giving me the answer as false. Now for example, that if I want to check the boolean value also, that is 0 and 1. So if I write here 0 then must equal to, this is the must equal to sign. It is the equality operator which checks the equality with the value, that is this value is equal to the another value or not. Suppose I write here true, which is the value for boolean, the boolean value 1 returns true. So it is, the answer will be false because 0 is equal to false in boolean, not true in boolean. So if I write, okay, so let us check the boolean value now. 0 must equal to false, then it will give you the answer as true because the value of boolean 0 is equal to false. And if you write like this 1 must equal to true, then also it will give you the answer as true. And if you write 1 must equal to false, then it will give you the answer as false because the value of 1 is true, not false. So this is how it works, the you can say relational operator. Now moving forward, I want to tell you about the, you can say, the identity operator, which is and is not. Now suppose is and is not, how it can be checked. Suppose I have written here a is equal to 10 and again I have written is equal to b is equal to 10. So if I write here a is b, so it will give you the answer true because the value of a and b is equal to 10. And if I write here a is not b, then it will give you the answer as false because I am pretending that it is not b but it is b. Okay, the value, both the values are same, so I cannot use is not. If I am using is not, it will give you the answer false. Now suppose if I have written here c is equal to 20 and I am writing here a is not c, then it will give me the answer true because the value of a is 10 and value of c is 20, and obviously it is not equal. So I am saying is correct. That is why it is giving me the answer as true. Now moving forward, we will see that sometime what happens, that when you try to assign a value, suppose I have written here a is equal to you can say 3.5 and then I am writing here b is equal to float, then I am writing here input function and I am asking the user to enter the number. enter number. Okay, so if I write the number entered is 3.5 only, which is already defined in A also, and if I am checking here with the equality operator, then it will give me the answer as true. So if I check here A must equals to B, then it is going to give me the answer true because the value is true. However, if you write here A is B, it will give you the answer false. So now why this happens in Python, because whenever you do a certain kind of assignment during the run time when the value is stored, so Python creates a different place for that object in the memory, and that is why the address of both the memory will be different even if they are saving the same value. This happens because you are taking the input from the console at the runtime, and here you have defined it. So okay, now let us begin with the one more important topic, which is explicit and implicit conversion in Python. What is this kind of conversion? First of all, explicit conversion, it is a kind of conversion where the data type of the value variable is decided by the interpreter itself without the programmer's intervention. It means without our knowledge, without the user's interruption, the conversion happens. This means that, for example, if I have taken any variable, I am storing an integer value, and then in a second variable I am storing a float value, and the output comes in float. Or sometime when we are storing the integer value in both the variables and the output comes in float because we are using the division operator. So in that case, the conversion which happens, it means the data type changes from int to float, that is called as implicit conversion. And whenever we want to change the data type forcefully during the runtime, that is called as explicit conversion, or you can say typecasting, changing the data type of a particular variable. Let me give you an example by a program. I am writing here a program of area of a circle. Suppose the radius is already given here. So as you all must be knowing, to find the area of a circle, the formula is pi r square. So for that we need the radius. So suppose the radius is already given here 3.75, and I am writing here the formula. Area is equal to, the value of pi is 3.14, and then into r square. So r is stored in radius, and for square I am using the exponent operator here. So suppose now I have written the print statement, print area of circle is equal to, then I have concatenated with the answer. So this is going to give me the output as it is, whatever the output is. As you can see that I have taken the radius in float and the area is all pi is in float. So obviously I am going to get the answer in float. Let's see what we get. Now you can see that the answer comes in float. So if you write here the the radius suppose as 3, and if I try to execute the program again, so again it gives the answer in float. So this is called as implicit conversion. The data type is decided during the runtime by the interpreter itself. And now suppose if I want to change it to the explicit conversion, where I am forcefully converting the data type from float to int. So what I will do, I will just do here, suppose I am writing here the int data type, and in bracket I will write the value where in this variable which is storing the area. Now you can see here the answer changes. So you can see the output it should come in decimal form in float, but at the run time during the time of output I have changed here. I have done the typecasting where I have changed the data type from float to int. You can see you can do it for any other variable also. Suppose let me give an example in interactive mode. Suppose I have written here a is equal to 9.8764, and now I am writing here int a. So it will give you the answer as 9, because you at the time of output you are forcefully changing the data type of the particular variable which was storing the answer in which was storing the value in float, but it is giving you the answer in integer. This is what we call as explicit conversion, or you can say typecasting. Okay,
All for today, students. Practice all these topics at home. If you have any problem, you can write in the comment section below or do text me. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you so much.